everyone, it's Victoria with Temple of Geek, and it is Oscar week here in Los Angeles. We're here at the Oscar Wilde Awards, presented by the U.S.-Ireland Alliance. It's a nonprofit dedicated to strengthening the relationship between the U.S. and the island of Ireland. Every year at the Oscar Wilde Awards, they honor 3 Irish or Irish-American artists for their contributions to filmmaking in the past year. Check out who we got to talk to. How does it feel being honored tonight at the Oscar Wilde Awards?
It feels great. Yeah, it feels really surreal because I've seen the award be given out before to friends of mine and to actors I really admire. So you never think you're gonna be there yourself. You know, it's lovely.
But you're here now, and now that you're breaking into the American market, how does it feel to have that kind of momentum validated by your home country?
Really lovely. I mean, I've always felt validated by my home country. It's a really generous industry in Ireland. I tend to think this industry is most places you go, but it's certainly my experience in Ireland. It always is. Everyone gives you a leg up, and they're all looking to support you. And it's the thing I feel most grateful for, actually, that I got to train there and work there, because it's a very nurturing place, you know.
Amazing. What's your favorite place that you've worked in Ireland?
Oh, great! Like location.
Yes.
West Cork, where I'm from. So that's pretty unimaginative, but it's a beautiful part of the world. So we shot a film called The Sparrow there a couple of years ago. I did a film called Lakelands, which we shot in County Longford, and we just had the best time. It felt like we were in our own little bubble, and so yeah, good locations always help. Great.
And then what can you tell us about Saipan?
Not much, because we just finished filming it. Not much, but I loved doing it. It was a really brilliant experience.
I feel like the Americans are finally coming along to football or soccer, so we're very excited to see it.
I saw a guy running down, going for a jog the other day, just kicking a ball against the wall as he was going for his run. So
in Los Angeles?
In Venice Beach. So, you know, it's definitely catching on. The women's team are obviously top of the world.
Amazing.
So I think, the game's on the rise here.
Great, thank you so much. Well, first of all, congratulations on your nomination for Conclave. Everyone has their story about where they were when they found out. How did you find out?
I was in the editing room. Working. So I was working, and we all got together and watched the live stream, and so that's when I found out. And yeah, it was a wonderful moment, obviously.
Conclave was one of my favorite movies of this year, and it's not just because I'm Catholic. Since it's such a contained thriller, how do you approach material like that, where it's like you have to get a lot of coverage, but you're in a very tight space?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the cleverness of Edward, the director. You know, he was very meticulous in his planning in terms of the shot listing and storyboards. So, you know, he had a very clear idea of the structure of these scenes when we were putting it all together. And then, it was our job when we were in the cutting room just to try and, make something, as exciting and as thrilling as we possibly could, and that's what we set about doing.
How do you feel about potentially manifesting a conclave in real life?
No, I mean, no.
Just a little body Catholic humor for you. And how does it feel to be here at the Oscar Wilde Awards, celebrating your fellow Irish artists?
I mean, I'm thrilled to be here, and it's always great to celebrate, the Irish craftspeople and artists that work in the industry, because, there are so many and the work is so strong. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you so much. It was such a pleasure. What brings you to celebrate Ireland at the Oscar Wilde Awards tonight?
Oh, well, we just had the extreme privilege of shooting a film called The Astronaut in Ireland. So we got to live out there, shoot out there, and then we went back for color, and we've just become Ireland's #1 fan.
Yeah.
So
we're hoping that citizenship is transferred via just shooting films out there. Yeah.
So where were you shooting in Ireland, and what was your experience like shooting over there?
Well, we lived in Dublin, and we shot most of the movie in Wicklow, which was so beautiful. The crew was incredible. I will never get to work with such an amazing crew again. So
it was
I
fall
hope they'll have
time,
me
so
back.
we really had change of season, which is nice from here to have some rain and some changing of leaves. Yeah, it was really great.
I grew up on the East Coast, and seasons are what I miss the most.
Yeah,
Totally.
where are you from?
Us too.
Jersey.
Oh,
cool.
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland, yeah.
Since you had a chance to live in Ireland, what's something that any visitor should check out that's kind of off the beaten path, not Blarney Stone?
I'm going to tell you. Bambino's Pizza. Okay.
This is a
Wait.
Dublin plug. We got the
Okay,
accent.
Bambino's
Yeah.
Pizza is some of the best pizza in the entire world.
It's true. And I'm from Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, so
Yeah.
I know my pizza.
I'm an Italian,
you know?
Irish,
Yeah.
Italian, Jersey girl.
That's
okay,
it.
I'm
Okay, we're
Irish
twins.
Italian
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
That's it. Bambino's
So we know
Pizza.
the pizza, and it is the best pizza
That's the only
we've ever
thing.
had.
That's it.
Not the
Don't do
only
anything
thing.
else. Just go, get a slice and leave.
And leave.
And then you'll have had the full Irish experience. Okay.
St. Stephen's Green. Oh, there's so much to love about Ireland and Dublin and the people there. I just, honestly, hearing the accents here tonight, I'm like, oh, take me back. I'm getting so homesick. But it was just 100% all around the best experience ever.
Yeah.
And then my last question for y'all is how can we support the astronaut?
Ooh.
Astronaut is opening night at South by Southwest. So yes, so next Friday premieres. Come see the Astronaut. Don't go see Blake Lively's movie, which is also
No,
playing
don't say
opening
that.
night.
Well, it's less scandalous. It's less scandalous as the last one.
Come after me, Blake. No, it's premiering Friday night,
Yeah.
and if you can't see it Friday, it's the following Tuesday at South by, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
a lot of fun tonight.
Thank-
Can you tell us about your series, Say Nothing? Because it's an intense ride.
It is an intense ride. It's based on the book by Patrick Radden Keefe. It follows two sisters who joined the IRA in the 1970s. And yeah, it's like a 40-year epic looking at both like the romance of radical politics, but then also the cost of those politics. Yeah.
I also write history, so I'm so curious. What's your approach adapting a historical event like that and then tackling such a broad swath of time?
I mean, it's so delicate, and I could say I'm one of the writers. So there were 4 writers. Our head writer was Joshua Zedimer, and he did a ton of research, spent time in Belfast, and we had transcripts and like primary source documents. But it was. I had never written actually about like a real person before. My other work is all fiction and personal and confessional. So I felt like a huge responsibility, just being like these people lived and their families still, some of them live and some of them are still alive, and so like it's a very delicate, like rigorous process.
For sure. And how does it feel to be here celebrating with the other Irish artists and Irish American artists at the Oscar Wilde Awards tonight?
It's so special. I just feel really honored to be invited and just so happy to be here and celebrate everyone.
Amazing. And is there anything else on the horizon for you that we can look out for?
Just writing new shows. yeah.
Thank you so much. Why do you think Irish actors are better than everyone else?
Because we're Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I just think of, like,
it's just the thing.
All
Doesn't
my,
mean-
all my favorite masters of the craft.
yes, are Irish.
Irish.
Of course, of
Yes.
course. Yeah, we're just storytellers. You know, trying to be polite
It's
way
a
to say that.
cultural thing.
It's a cultural thing. I'm going to take your answer. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yes, give me that one.
Yes. And then, is there anything you have coming up that you can tell us about that we can get excited?
Yeah, I've got a show called Ransom Canyon that's going out on Netflix in April. Myself and Josh Duhamel and Minka Kenny and James Brolin. So looking forward to that.
Great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a fun one. Yeah.
What are you most looking forward to bumping into tonight or celebrating this evening?
Tonight, I'm looking forward to. I like that Aina Hardwick's getting an award. I think he's a fantastic actor. And there's some cool people coming, and I'm looking forward to the music, and I'm looking forward to a pint of Guinness.
Of course.
Guinness, music, awards, perfect.
When you found out the film was nominated.
Well, this film was part financed by Screen Ireland, and they invited a lot of different Irish filmmakers to a watch party. And so we knew that there was a lot of people in the room that were longlisted, but we were really pleasantly surprised when we got not one but 2 shortlisted nominations. So fantastic.
Yeah, it was amazing. I mean, Jeremy's nomination was read out as one of the first ones, and we had just sat down, so we were like, oh, we were straight back up. We were like, I can't believe it. And then we had to wait till like practically the end to find out if Sebastian was nominated, and to have the double, because there's such a double act, and they're so amazing, the 2 of them, and such incredible men, such great advocates. It's just brilliant.
Yes. Congratulations. And of course, behind every great pair of men is an amazing pair of women. You know, this film has gotten a lot of attention, both for its bravery and some of the controversy it's caused, given how it gets more timely by the minute. So how do you handle all types of reactions to this amazing, daring piece of art you've made?
I think we just have to stay true to what we always wanted to do with the film and what it says, and it's about an individual and a system, and the system of the relentless pursuit of power at all costs. And it's, that's what it's always been about. It's not a takedown. It's, it is humanistic. It's about, one individual and kind of how he's risen to power. And so once we didn't get blindsided or, convinced or distracted by all the noise, I think we're proud of the film and we know it stands on its own 2 feet, and that's all that matters.
Totally agree. Anything you want to add?
Yeah, well, the film has had a lot of success internationally. In fact, really, it's only in the US that there has been controversy about it.
I
you
can't
know?
imagine why.
Yeah, and but it's great to see, like, in the rest of the world as well, how much they've embraced it, and now the US with these nominations, and it's exciting to see it get to this point.
So I overheard that this is your first time at the Oscar Wilde Awards. How does it feel to have a little bit of green carpet and home here in LA?
It feels great. I mean, the Irish film industry is so supportive of, everyone in the industry, and it's such an outward-looking industry. We're so collaborative. So it's great to have this event and to celebrate Irish film and to network and potentially find other partners to work with, because The Apprentice all came about at a networking event for us and meeting the Canadian producer who pitched it to us, and then, it became an official co-production. So, who knows, there could be another one we might meet tonight.
Magic happens at parties.
Yeah, for sure.
And then is there anything you're specifically looking forward to on Sunday?
Just soaking up the experience, because the Oscars honestly is something you dream about as a child when you want to get into making films. So, no matter how long the wait is or how little you get fed or how far away the seats are, it's just to be there and be part of the moment is the important thing.
For sure.
Absolutely, like, we're delighted to be here, like, representing Irish film. People say there's a green wave happening at the moment, and we're so excited to have Irish talent be part of The Apprentice, in front of the screen, behind the screen, like in post-production as well, and we're just really proud to be here.
And then as two amazing female producers in a male-dominated film, what's your advice to other female producers who want to make amazing, true to their conscious art like y'all?
Just keep going, just do it. Don't look around you and compare yourself to other people. Just keep your eye on what you want to do and believe in yourself.
Yeah, and be pushy. I think sometimes women can be a bit like, oh, maybe I'll just wait and see. But no, we wanted this film as soon as we heard about it, and we pushed and pushed until we became producers on it, essentially. And, I think you have to kind of put yourself forward. Don't be afraid to fail, because you'll always learn something, but you might gain something amazing too. So just be pushy.
Thank you both so much. You are both inspirations. Thank you.